Hey guys, I'm Bruce, I'm a noob, and I just thought it might be a neat idea to do a bit of a post-build, not a full post-build review because I guess I'm not quite done building it yet, but I'm far enough along into Rye Field's Tunisian Tiger that I think I can provide some thoughts on it. I'm not going to do a really exhaustive one, just a quick one. A lot of the issues with the kit have been really well documented in Adam Mann's both inbox and post-build review. And of course, tiger1.info has most of the major flaws with the kit. So this is my first Rye Field kit, and generally their stuff gets pretty good reviews. I don't know if I got a dud or the guy at quality control on the assembly line was having a bad day, but I will say I've been very, I won't say disappointed, but I was a bit let down with this kit. A lot of very noticeable parting lines on almost all the pieces, so a significant amount of cleanup involved, a lot of scraping off parting seams and whatnot, and actually a bit of flash, not a huge amount, but some of the parts like the tools actually had quite a bit of noticeable flash on them. I'll see if I can find an example here. Yeah, here we go. So this is one of the cleaning rods there. And you can see there's all kinds of crazy flash going on around the knockout pin there. This is where one of the other tools was, big chunk of flash there. And this is a piece I don't need to use, but the other ones that I did use are very much like this. You can see parting seams right down the side. Very noticeable on some parts, not bad on others, but yeah, just a bit of inconsistent quality control. I was asking on the Schwerpunkt Tiger Panther build group on Facebook about the kit and if other people have had problems. A few said yes, most said no, so again, it just seems like a bit of inconsistent quality control on the part of Rye Field. So some of the common fixes, obviously Dragon smoke dischargers, because the Rye Field ones are significantly too small. They're not tall enough, and that kind of ruins the look there. I put on some aftermarket Voyager PE clamps on the back of the turret bin because they were literally just little squares of plastic. Rye Field did a really nice job on things like some of the clamps. You know, the tools have handles on them, and wing nuts on some of the clamps for the tow cables. And when it came to the turret bin, for whatever reason, they just said, man, we'll just put a couple of little blobs of plastic on there. So I shaved those off and replaced those. The loader's hatch is supposed to be the welded type, and they do give you a welded loader's hatch, but it has a very wide lip around the outside of it. And if you look at the real one, a real one from this vintage, like a 501 Tiger, like the one at Aberdeen, which was 712, the weld marks actually go right out to the edge of the hatch pretty much. So I just used some milliput there and fixed that. If we look at the cupola, a lot of work on there. So I had to shorten up that support stay there, if I can get that in focus. There we go. Because otherwise the hatch opens at too steep an angle. It's supposed to be about 110 degrees. So I just cut that down. I've got some putty in the gap there. I cut it in half and shortened it. So the putty's drying right now. The three handles, let's focus again, that go inside the cupola there. There's a little, it's not really a cam, it's just kind of a little hasp that catches onto the, can we focus, hello? There's a little hasp anyway. You can see almost looks like a little hatchet shape. And it's on the wrong side on two of them. So the bottom right one there is correct. And I had to shave those off and reposition them onto the other side of the levers there. So that's done. The barrel, very well documented flaw with this kit, is about 3 millimeters too long. So we got the razor saw out and shaved off about 3 millimeters. On the hull itself, little minor things like you can see there. I've replaced the little hex bolts on the headlight mounting plates because they were in the wrong spot. I've only got a tow cable on one side. The other tow cable is loose, as you can see here. And that's actually because I screwed up. I cut it about 1 centimeter too short, and it won't stretch around the way it's supposed to around the clasp there without being super duper tight. So I'm going to have it off one of the clevises on the front there, and then just have it kind of draped over the hull. So that's fine. Fifels went together really nice. I don't have the PE bits on the top of them yet. And of course, you don't put on the cap with the 5 legs on each of the exhausts. You just leave the little flapper partially open. I'm not going to glue that on until the end because that just is going to get knocked off. In fact, I did glue it on and knocked both of them off repeatedly. So we'll wait till the end before painting to do that. Toolbox on this kit, again, well documented. The 501 toolbox is at least, I'm doing 142, and the toolbox should be not aligned with the edge of the tank. It should be inset like it is here and angled down like it is here, and Rye Field gives it to you flat and aligned with the edge of the tank, so that's wrong. And it also gives you a toolbox with straps on top, and at least 142 didn't have straps. So other than that, one other glaring sort of error, and again much discussed on this kit, are the side skirts, and specifically the position of the mounting points and the bolts on the side skirts. The 501 yearly Tigers there had 2 long skirts in the back and 2 shorter skirts in the front. Rye Field's, the 2 front skirts aren't the same length, they're actually different lengths, and that's wrong. And correspondingly then all the mounting points are in the wrong spot. So moved all of those, and I don't think I'm going to be able to salvage the side skirts. I'm actually going to build some from sheet brass, which should be a lot of fun. But that's about the only way to really get side skirts of the right dimensions and with the bolts in the right places. So that'll be a project probably for tomorrow, but I just wanted to give you a quick rundown of where things stand. Overall, it went together great, but just a lot of cleanup, and not a problem that a lot of other people have had, but some have, and I just wanted to make you aware of that. So hopefully the next Rye Field kit I get, which will probably be the Panzer IV-J, won't have the same issues in terms of the flash and the parting lines. That's it for now, guys. Just wanted to give you a quick heads up on what's going on, and more videos to come. And yes, I'm still working on my Panzer Gray test video. I've got about half the swatches painted. Panzermeister 36 was nice enough. He's stuck a bottle of the 3rd Gen AK acrylic into the mail, and we're waiting for that to show up, and we'll do all the acrylic swatches, and then we'll get the results up. So stay tuned for that, and might post a final, or maybe a painting video on the Tiger. We'll see. Let me know if you want to see that or not. And otherwise, I'm Bruce. I'm a noob. Thanks for watching, guys. Please consider clicking like and click and subscribe, and we'll talk to you next time. Thanks.